Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Sean Diddy Combs' children, Diddy sons gotta be the dumbest people alive. Nah, they're fun. Here's the thing: Diddy is evil, but he ain't dumb. But baby, he raised some fools for children. And you know what? It gives me no. First of all, they tried to jump Ray J at a Halloween party. This isn't allegedly. This isn't a maybe. It is multiple eyewitnesses. And you know how you know what's real? Diddy Central TMZ is actually reporting that that's what happened. So Diddy's sons tried to jump Ray J at a Halloween party. Why? Well, Diddy, we need to start asking, right? There's a bunch of questions we got to ask about Diddy. Is he a PDF file? Um, is his sons on that Tucci? Was he pouring that into their cornflakes, being like father, like son? Why would they do this and why did it happen? We put our ear to the street and we got some answers. It seems that Ray J, Mr. He will do any. Ray J don't believe in going down with the ship. Ray J is a survivor. He's going to give up. Ray J is now cooperating with the feds because he doesn't want what happened to Diddy to happen to him. Remember, the feds said there's a door open, and if you did partake, we will let you come to talk because they're trying to build a case. People are saying that them jumping Ray J or attempting to jump Ray J, because oddly enough, Chris Brown jumped in to break it up to say, hold on, y'all got something to lose. And this was Quincy, the boy crying, Daddy, we love you, and these horrible rumors. This was Justin and his 3 apple high self, and this was Christian. I don't even know what Christian's doing. Justin's worrying about those twins and making sure they okay. Everybody needs to see what's going on with Tristan because Christian, because we know a crash out when we see one. Y'all, let's get into these remarks. Let's get into the story. Let's get into what happened. Now, I do want to say before I get into it, I told y'all yesterday on the live, I said Diddy's children, and I'm stopping calling them children, they are grown men. His male offspring that are 33, 30, and 26, it's all cap. They don't care about anybody else except for themselves. And if people fall into it, that's all they care about, in my opinion, is regaining their social status, regaining what was lost, and getting their monster of a father, in my opinion, out on the street. Now, let me just say, it gives me no pleasure to say I told you so. I'm just joking. I really love saying I told y'all so, but it gives me no pleasure to say that I was right. I was really withholding judgment for those boys, seeing are they part of the problem or are they going to sit on mute? I saw the way they were moving funny. I saw the way Kimora was moving funny. I saw the way everybody that stood by, either being a victim or a co-conspirator, and saw Diddy's reign of terror for the last 30 years. Everybody looking at Jay-Z, and he was Diddy's number one, saying, you ain't seen nothing. But what about Kimora? Kimora ain't seen nothing. Misa ain't seen nothing. Nobody saw anything. Okay. Well, you know who did see something? The people at this influencers, I believe she has a marketing agencies, at her Halloween party. Everybody saw what happened and everybody talked about it. Diddy's sons are the dumbest people in the world. Your dad, they pretty much guaranteed that their dad is never going to get bail. The prosecution just stood there. Here's a picture from the party. I believe the girl with the kitty ears and the long brown hair, that is her. We see Tyga. Anytime there's a pretty girl in LA, Tyga gonna be there with his Coke can self. We see Chris Brown right there, who was the unexpected hero. TMZ words, not mine. We see a bunch of people, but more importantly, we see Ray J before Diddy's people tried to go under. Now, let me just say this, right? The prosecutor in the Diddy case, if you haven't been paying attention, went in front of the judge and said, Your Honor, he's trying to bribe, threaten, use violence, use threats of violence to get people to stop talking. And it's not just him. He has a criminal organization. He uses intermediaries. He uses patsies. He uses sick cowards that either want the power or whatever to go and do his dirty work. So, Your Honor, even if we, to quote Margaret Agnifilio, trust the money, Even if Mark Agnifilio, Diddy's lawyer, stood in front of a federal judge and said, even if you don't trust him, trust the money, Your Honor. Sir, you are talking to a federal judge. Trust the money. So, vulgar. Anyway, right? And they were like, oh, so one, he's a danger to society. Diddy said, you know what? We'll do some El Chapo stuff. You know, El Chapo, when they sent him to prison, he was allowed to build his own prison and staff it with his guards. It basically, he put himself on house arrest at this luxury place that he built. Diddy thought he was going to do some El Chapo stuff. And be like, yo, I'll put myself on house arrest. I'll hire a security company that monitors me 24 hours a day. I'll keep a log of visitors. I'll do this. He basically said, I'll build my own prison. And the Fed said, nah, because even if you're not the one doing it, you got a million idiots, sickos, syncopaths, whatever you want to call it, that's going to do whatever you want. We need you off the street because you are a danger to the public. And as long as you can freely communicate with your band of gaggly fool idiots, then nobody's safe. And Diddy's sons have stepped up and shown that they are a gaggle of buffoons and idiots. I don't know if he got them on the Tucci too. I don't know if he's sharing the Tucci and they thought it was Pepto-Bismol. I really don't know what happened, but I know that they pretty much guaranteed he will never get bail. Why? Because they proved the federal prosecutor's point. Diddy ain't around. Diddy is in jail. And his three sons, who are all powerful, well-connected, and known, at a public event in Los Angeles, okay? Most of the witnesses are coming from Los Angeles, Miami, or New York. In Los Angeles, publicly tried to jump Ray J, and it wasn't anything quiet. It was a whole big skirmish. They were talking trash. They were all three of them like a band of jackals. We're gonna jump on Ray J. Now we're not going to say justice for Whitney and think about whether Ray J deserves it. Now, let's look at it from Diddy's point of view. Your sons proved everything the prosecution said true. That as long as you have people that are loyal to you, your people that are loyal to you will not be satisfied with Instagram posts or with making dumb comments. If they see people that have spoken out against your father, against all logic, they will try to make it physical, to punish, to send warnings, to send messages. This is very personal to them. And like father, like son, blood always shows. And they are mindless, senseless thugs, just like their father. Now, maybe I don't mean thug life, one wife. I mean in the fact of you are like your animal brain gets activated and you just do senseless things that if you actually thought about it 3 steps in front, it would have been different. Y'all could have caught Ray J around the corner. Y'all could have caught him picking up, like stopping at Whole Foods and stocking up on CMOS. Y'all could have stopped this mofo so many different ways. Y'all could have been waiting for him at his door. Baby, there's a way to harass, threaten, intimidate. Now, I would never condone that. But baby, there's a way to do it, right? That's like walking up to little Jimmy in school and punching him in his face while the teacher is in the middle of teaching a lesson. Or you waiting for him till he's away from the school and you and your friends chase him home. The fact that they did this publicly, the fact that they didn't care, the fact that they wanted to send a message, you have guaranteed that your father ain't never getting out on bail. And baby, we love to see it. Just like Diddy guaranteed that unlike all the other, right? PDF files that are alleged that are currently out on bail. Again, sadly enough, this is America. You can be accused of PDF files and be out on bail, but you cannot thwart, intimidate, use violence, or harass. If the federal government finds out that you're doing that, you will be thrown in jail. And his dumb sons have just confirmed every single thing that the Fed said that you are, that your criminal organization is, and why you're a danger to the public. Baby, we love to see it. Let's get into this report. And for those of you guys doubting the validity of this, I know that none of you guys are, but I just like to say that. Also, hit that like button. If you are joining the live, please hit that like button. Also, let me change this title just a little bit because well, hold on. Listen. Let's see. Hold on. see. I'm just changing this. Diddy's sons guarantee Diddy will never get bail. Let's see. Try to, who would have thought in 2020, sorry, who would have thought in 2023 we would really have a title that says Diddy's Diddy's sons uh tried to jump Ray J, just guaranteed, Diddy will never get bail. And Chris Brown tried to break it up. Yo, this is crazy. This is really wild. And I say that, like, honestly, Diddy is an idiot. He is an idiot. Okay, so let's get into these reports, not even rumors, the reports by TMZ. Diddy's people went to TMZ to try to get ahead of the story because apparently the details are even more gruesome. They are saying that Ray J is 100% cooperating with the feds, and whatever the feds want to ask him, whatever the feds want to know, Ray J is telling. Again, we can argue the validity of that, but Ray J ain't never going down with the ship. Let's get into this. Okay, so this is a scene of the I want to say crime, right? Violence still is illegal in America. Here we go right now. Here we go. These are other people. Again, the girl with the brown. There we see Amber Rose. Talk about Beyonce just want to be me. Girl, please. Beyonce, Beyonce said, even if Jay-Z is pulled into this Diddy trial, baby, I will never be you. You better recognize, right? Beyonce can get people to, well, anyway, let's keep going, right? Because we don't got time to talk about Amber Rose. Again, Amber Rose was sitting there. There's Ray J right there, Michael Myers. Okay. So it was Tara Electra's Unruly agency Halloween bash in Los Angeles. It looked like a lot of fun. If we all know in Los Angeles, there's nothing like people like better than going to a Halloween party. Okay. Let's get into this. Again, Jamie said that Diddy's PR people, listen to what Jamie had to say. This is really funny. She said Diddy's PR team needs to tell the sons to go sober because adding to the trauma is not going to help. This is true. Let's hear what TMZ's first report of this. This is breaking news. This has just happened. And just for you know, TMZ is reporting it. Diddy's team is trying to get ahead of it. Diddy's sons attempted to jump Ray J in a Halloween party, I believe out in the parking lot for Ray J's cooperating with the feds, and Diddy's son think that they're somehow thug life, and they are going to intimidate and defend their dad's honor. They pretty much guarantee that Diddy will never get bail, and we love to see it. Okay, this is a TMZ exclusive. Diddy's sons were ready to fight Ray J. Chris Brown swoops in to stop it. Diddy's sons were about ready to get into an all-out fistfight with Ray J at a recent Halloween party, but put their plans on pause thanks to an unexpected hero. Sources tell TMZ the rap mogul's three sons, Christian, Quincy, and Justin, all three of them, got into a heated face-off with Ray J in the parking lot outside influencer Tara Electra's Unruly agency Halloween bash in Los Angeles over the weekend. Now and again, as much as they like to convince us that they are fools, we all know that if they could have followed Ray J, they did that in public because they wanted to send a message. This is who Diddy is at his core. He is a violent, egomaniacal, privileged idiot. And he raised maniacal, in my opinion, maniacal, egotistical, privileged idiots. The fact that Quincy, Justin, and Christian really think they heavy like that? Who do you think your father is? This actually even gives more credence to the fact that Diddy was mixed up in criminal stuff and was operating a criminal empire, enterprise where people were afraid to swing back, because it's not about having Justin, Quincy, and Christian jump on you. Because honestly, baby, they look like light work. I'm not saying they punks, but they look like light work. Let's be serious, right? Justin, like, like, come on now. Quincy, okay. Christian, how many fights they been in? I don't even want to hear they took jujitsu or Krav Maga all their life. Let's be real. They didn't grow up in the streets. They didn't grow up scrapping. There are people who grew up in the streets that don't know how to fight, right? Knowing how to fight is a skill, and it's a skill you have to get from either like lots of practice in boxing, jiu-jitsu, or you learn it in the street. And fighting is not like boxing, jiu-jitsu, and all that other stuff. Quincy, Justin, and Christian, I always keep forgetting the youngest. Christian, they're not street guys. So for them in a crowded party to think that they can all jump someone, Ray J, who is heavily connected in the LA streets, for them to think that they can jump Ray J with no abandon, to me, we're going to get into the report in a second, makes me think, yeah, Diddy was running a criminal organization. Because what makes a criminal organization? Somebody can come and smack you in your face and you're too scared to do anything, because you know that if you do any repercussions, then the criminal organization is going to come after you. The same way mob bosses, cartel run. It's not about the little guy being like, "Orale vato," right? And smacking you. No, it's about how heavy he is and the people he comes that's going to burn down your whole town, village, wherever you live in, to get revenge. Again, you guys are literally making the Fed's case. So the fact that Justin, Quincy, and Christian thought they were heavy enough to literally jump on Ray J with no repercussions, Diddy raised them. We talk about, oh, Diddy this, Diddy that. And Diddy expected this of his employees. And Diddy expected all these people. You really think he wasn't raising his kids to kiss the ring too? Raising his kids with his effed up worldview? Of course. Think about every bad parent you know. Do they not raise their children with the same effed up worldview? That's the difference between a bad parent and a good parent. A good parent is either super like, oh, you've actualized, you're into self-help, you're doing this, or you're a bad effing power that you are a parent, that you are self-aware to actually realize that you're self-aware enough to actually realize that you are screwed up. So you go out your way to make sure that your weird ways of thinking don't go on your children. You go out of your way, but you have to be self-aware enough. That's the difference between a good parent and a bad parent. A bad parent injects the poison into their child and makes them think that that's the only way. A good parent either doesn't inject poison or they fight their own nature to be like, I'm not going to give you my same generational curses that like my mama and daddy gave me. Do you see what I'm saying? Anyway, the apple don't fall. I say all this to say, baby, our grandmamas and granddaddies had it right when they said the apple don't fall for the tree. Not here. And Diddy is a whole orchard, right? He is a whole orchard. Really quick before we get back in the TMZ article, let's get into Fly Girl 517. Thank you so much for gifting a membership, Fly Girl. Macy's Girl 21 said, Tisa, your lipstick is on your teeth. Joke's on you. It's on my Invisalign. Haha. And anybody cares? Wait, hold on. Is it? Okay. Y'all gonna have to suffer through this. Anyway, thank you so much, Macy Girls, for saying that. B Crumbs, thank you for gifting a membership. Also, Holly W was said, come for news, stay for the possible obstruction charges. Yo, it is obstruction. And Quincy, Christian, and Justin better stop messing around before they don't get bail either. They better stop messing around. Again, anybody that's fell for this stupid PR campaign, Daddy, we miss you. Shut up. Shut up. Y'all are literally, again, I am sick of people not, we'll get into that in a second because we're going to have to talk about that. Lisa Rodriguez said, if Chris Brown got to break up a fight you're in, you have serious impulse control issues. Diddy raised them very poorly. Very, 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 very poorly. That's what I said. I said, Chris Brown was the voice of reason. How times change, right? And y'all said I'm missing an earring. Shut up. It's been a rough couple of days. Woo! It's been a rough couple of days. Shut up, y'all. Anyway, can we focus on the matter at hand? Y'all busy dragging me for my lipstick and the earring, which I appreciate that. Thanks for looking out for me. But can we focus on the? I'm trying to deliver news. Okay, I came on before I was even ready. Before I was even ready. Oh, y'all be dragging me. Okay, let's get into this, right? Y'all can drag me later. Let's focus on this. All right. Anyway, they said, we're told that when the party wrapped up in the early hours, Ray J made his way to the parking lot along with his crew, Amber Rose, and manager David Weintraub, but was confronted by Diddy's three sons. Yo, Amber Rose is in every story these days. But at least we know what the Trump crew is doing. Y'all don't forget also November 5th is voting. I don't care who you guys vote for. Y'all know who I want you to, but I don't care who you guys vote for. Make sure you get out to the polls and make your voices heard. Let's prove everybody right. I mean, everybody wrong, that we can also walk, gossip, be messy, but also handle business. Baby, November 5th, make your vote heard. Okay. Make your vote heard. Anyway, let's get back to this, but I'm gonna keep doing PSAs. Vote, 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 vote. Anyway, right? Do not start talking about politics in there. I just said vote. Nobody cares who y'all voting for. No one. Really. Stop. Y'all think y'all gonna antagonize people. We don't care. Just go vote. Just go vote. Because, baby, this is a dictatorship. I don't got to put up with the bullshit. You better go to the democratic process and make your voice heard there. Anyway, so what does that tell you, right? Don't forget also that Ray J obviously just, to me, it seems like he signed a contract with News Nation for Chris Cuomo's show. I think that's another reason why all this anger came out, because Ray J now has a national platform in which to talk. Ray J has realized that there are not a lot of people on Diddy's side. He started to make fun of, make jokes, and give a little tea on Diddy, baby. He got to pay those bills and make the advertising dollars come in. On top of that, people are saying that Ray J is cooperating with the feds, meaning he will answer any questions and tell the truth to his fullest ability for anything the feds want to know and anything the feds ask him. Ray J is not going with some fake timeline. He's not going to sit up in front of federal investigators to lie. He has made it known, and Diddy's sons are very, very mad about it, because apparently Ray J has some missing pieces that the feds will be interested in actually listen, uh, listen, right? Let's get out of here. Whoo! Also, there's a lot. Let's get into this. Also, there's a lot of people that keep asking me about Diddy's mugshot. I don't know what the whole thing with that is. I will say this: I always, at least follow criminal trials. We're getting back into the TMZ thing, but let me just say this. I always follow criminal trials, especially federal criminal trials, especially what the Homeland Security Investigations is doing. It is on their site. This is their policy. It is their policy not to release mugshots. It's their policy. Moreover, they usually don't release a mugshot unless they have a successful trial. Now, they are successful 99.3%. But if you look at everybody's mugshot, it is released either during the trial or after the trial. Diddy's trial has not started. They don't do this for clicks and views as much as Diddy's people keep acting like this is like season 3 of Making of the Band. Diddy's team is into PR. Diddy's team is into humiliation. Diddy's team and his sons are into violence, harassment, intimidation. If you can believe these Ray J reports, and TMZ is saying it, I do believe it. But I just do want to say that Diddy's team would like a mugshot release. The federal Homeland, go to anybody. When they got locked up before trial, they've never released one mugshot at all. Not one mugshot. So the fact that people are acting like there's something weird going on, you can go to El Chapo, you can go to just saying Maximo when she was first arrested We did not, before trial, we didn't see a mugshot. El Chapo didn't see a mugshot. So the fact that now that people are acting like this is some weird thing, this is their norm, it would actually be weird. And Diddy's team could sue them. Just hear me out. I believe that these people being like the whispers online, where's the mugshot? Where's the mugshot? Is he really there? I believe that is Diddy's team trying to force the feds to release a mugshot for public outcry. And if the feds actually released a mugshot, Diddy could use that and say, you guys are trying to poison the trial, because nobody could have gotten a mugshot except for you guys. So the fact that it was released at 100% came. You guys, we need to stop asking for a mugshot. That is going to actually set Diddy free, and he'll probably win his bail appearance if a mugshot actually leaks. Again, it's federal policy, Homeland Security investigations, not to release a mugshot, and definitely not before trial. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, just be mindful of that. We not letting, and Diddy's new lawyer, the Shapiro girl, she's actually really smart and she's really cunning, and she knows how to use federal rules of criminal procedure against the own federal government. I'm just saying, y'all do what y'all want. I don't care. I stopped asking for a mugshot because if one does leak, Diddy will probably get out on bail by saying that they were attempting to contaminate the jury, interfere with the right to free trial, and they went against their own policy so that they could influence people and humiliate Diddy in the media. Okay. Anyway, right? Let's get back into this. They say sources say the brothers Grimm, age 33, 30, and 26, surrounded Ray J as they were upset about some of the public comments Ray J had made about their father, Bad Boy Records founder, and his legal woes. Again, they did this on purpose, and this happened over the weekend. This got picked up by TMZ because Diddy's team and his dumb ass boys want to send a message. And next time we see Quincy, right? Or Aoki or Komora or anyone, the twins are going to be 18 and to post something for sympathy. Remember who they are at the core. You know, this is one thing I do want to say before we get into the rest of the report. Systems, a culture. Diddy had a culture of depravity. Now, whether you think that depravity was consensual or not, we can all agree he was into depravity. That was his brand. Freak offs, depravity, Carisha roulette, codified depravity. They loved the depravity. They wanted to walk out, open their windows every morning and smell that their neighbors had been having freak, nasty, funky doing it, right? That's what they wanted. This is their view on life. That's why Diddy and Carisha thought they were soulmates. Carisha was down for it. Diddy was down for it. Now, what they was doing, whether it was consensual or not, who knows? But they said that's how they rap. You know, is anybody going to match my freak? Is anybody going to match my nasty? Right? They felt that they had matched each other's freaks. Now, keep that in mind, in the fact that systems, culture was invented to protect systems. Okay? Culture was invented to protect systems. That's how racism comes up. That's how prejudice comes up. They feel that anyone that is not part of the system or that may endanger the system, they go into attack modes. A system cannot exist unless it has internal protection. Diddy's system and this criminal organization, according to the federal government, that was allowed to reign for the last 30 years, it wasn't by accident. He had a lot of system things in place to protect the system, and he had a culture in place to protect the system. And his sons were raised in that culture. They were raised in that culture. Look at Tania. She said that Diddy's boys were outside pulling people in and trying to find women their dad thought was attractive. Now, I know what y'all saying. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. No, because think about it. Diddy had enough lackeys, he had enough flunkies, he had enough paid employees that Diddy could have literally kept his kids in a boarding school in the Swiss Alps. Diddy could have had them up sleep on the soundproof second floor with maids, security, nannies, everybody watching them while they were having the freak offs downstairs. The fact that Diddy wanted his kids in the eye of the hurricane, the fact that Diddy forced his kids to be a part of his lifestyle. The fact that Diddy wanted his kids to learn from him so that they could also carry out his wishes, but they are people that he's brainwashed since birth so he can 100% trust them. It says something about Diddy. And it says something about what those grown male adults actually think, feel, and their worldview. See, to them, freak offs with little kids and bobs running around, that's normal. That's how we party. What, y'all jealous? You can't live this life. You want some of this money? Can't have it. Look what we get. We get women on demand. People go crazy. They walk into the party, have a drink of Pinot Grigio, and just strip down naked and go crazy. You can't live like this. I know you want it. You see all these girls that you would give your last dollar to be sitting next to for them to touch you. Yeah, they out here going crazy, sloppy toppy, going crazy just off of one drink of Ciroc. That is the type of thing they bragged about. That's the lifestyle they wanted to live. That is the way their mothers let Diddy raise them. Again, I'm not judging anybody's parenting skills, but let's call a spade a spade. Everybody that lives and eats off of Diddy all have come together to protect the system. The moms let Diddy raise them like that. Did they not? The moms have defended it at times. And everybody that was in that circle actually think that's just how the way things go. That's just it. So to talk to people whose view of not just reality, but entitlement and the way you can treat other people who want to be close to your status, close to your fame, they want to touch like that rarefied air. Well, it's never going to sync with the way I think of things and the way you guys think of things. So I think we're all wasting our breath. A lot of these celebrities coming out and defending Diddy, they think that what he did was okay. And they are incensed, enraged, but also I think a little bit scared that the federal government is going to them and saying, that's illegal. You cannot do that. I don't care. You cannot do that. That's illegal, and it is what it is. Shout out also to Tiffany Red. You guys know she has a YouTube channel. Shout out to Natanya Rubin. She also has a YouTube channel. And shout out to Jamie, that's me, who also has a YouTube channel. Make sure you definitely support them. I'm sure during the trial coverage, definitely Tiffany Red and Natanya Rubin are going to have a lot to say. Okay, so let's get into this. Sources say that, and this is from TMZ, so you know what happened. They are Diddy Central. Did you see that mess they just tried to pull with Tory Lanez? Anyway, sources say the brothers Grimm surrounded Ray J as they were upset about some of the public comments Ray J had made about the Bad Boy Records founder amid his legal woes. What did Ray J say? Your daddy guilty. We saw it. It probably was. Right? Anyway, and they're mad that Ray J is going to tell the feds and have been telling the feds anything they want to know. Ray J ain't lying for them. Those fools can sit there and lie and be sitting right next to your daddy in a jail cell. But we saw from the Menendez brothers, when you related, they send y'all all to different cells. And those boys need to be careful. Diddy, in my opinion, don't love nobody but himself. I wouldn't even be surprised as much as they like, Daddy, we love you. Diddy would sell all those mofos out if that means he could float free. Literally, baby love gonna be dressed up in a Halloween adventure, size 0 to 6 month jailbird uniform, sitting there looking cute and sad behind bars. Literally, don't ask me how she gonna get into a baby penitentiary, but if Diddy could for his freedom, she would be there. They said, we're told things got heated between the men, with the group getting in each other's faces and chest bumping one another. Sources claim both Justin and Christian made it clear they wanted to fight. Yo, check them for some Tucci. Check them for some Tucci, because I do want to know who bought Diddy that Tucci. But also, again, the arrogance of Diddy's kids, and this goes into saying he has a criminal organization, that your daddy is sitting in jail, and you, Christian, 3 apples high, right? Looking like the lion from the Wiz, and Christian looking like the scarecrow from the Wiz, rolled up on Ray J, who's connected in Los Angeles, and thought that y'all still had enough motion, enough weight, enough clout, that y'all was going to sit there and intimidate and try to jump someone. Y'all still think y'all daddy is so plugged in LA, LAPD, LA Crips, whatever. that Ray J was going to let you lay hands on him and not do anything? Baby. Woo. Diddy's kids now, his grown men sons, need to literally what's that line from Big Stepper, right? Project Pat, see what you gonna find, baby. Push your luck. Literally, keep pushing your luck. You gonna find what you're looking for. They said the incident didn't escalate any further because Chris Brown, who witnessed everything going on from his car, rushed out and diffused the situation with Ray's manager David by pulling Justin and Christian away. You know Justin and Christian, Three Apples High and the Scarecrow. You know that Little J and the Scarecrow C, when they got pulled away, was probably so relieved. They were probably used to everybody folding. And when Ray J was like, "What the F you think this is? Baby, I run Los Angeles. Your daddy in jail. His motion gone." Right? I think they were a little shocked. And that's how Chris Brown was able to pull them away. I do also want to say this. What does it say to Diddy's entitled children that Chris Brown was able to pull both of y'all away? I mean it. Now, Chris Brown is like literally the size of Justin and Christian if they stand on each other's shoulders. But the fact that one man was able to pull away two people that said they wanted to fight, this reminds me of when Christian was up in the car throwing up gang signs, or up in the club throwing up gang signs, and everybody was like, "Yeah, little man." Yellow was like, "Yeah, little man, stop it." We're told others also stepped in to mend the situation, resulting in no injuries. This wasn't the first time that Diddy's sons have confronted Ray J either. As we're told, the kids approached them several times prior to discuss the singer's comments. We're told Christian, Quincy, and Justin tried fighting Ray J on 3 separate occasions in 3 different settings. Now, y'all, they've guaranteed Diddy ain't never getting out on jail. So let me get this straight, because as a blogger, I really want to get this straight. Y'all trying to fight people that talk trash about your daddy? I'm about to stay out of LA for a couple of months. Y'all trying to fight people that are talking trash about your daddy? I repeat, Diddy's sons are trying to fight people that are talking trash about their daddy. You gonna fight the whole world? You gonna fight all YouTube? You gonna fight Twitter? You gonna fight Instagram? You gonna fight TikTok? You gonna fight what? Like what? What's not clicking a lot? But not only that, Diddy's sons want everybody to know through TMZ that this wasn't the first time they rolled up on Diddy. That they rolled up on Ray J. Let me tell you something. Somebody roll up on me, please. And you know what? Well, let me shut up. They said this wasn't the first time Diddy's sons confronted Ray J either. You wanted us to know that you rolled up on Ray J 4 times because you was mad that he was executing his First Amendment right, his right to freedom of speech. And the crazy thing is, Ray J hasn't even been dragging Diddy like that. He's just been pointing out the obvious. And you want us to know you did it 3 times? Diddy ain't never getting out on bail. Let's roll this back and read it, because, baby, every time I hear it, this sounds like music to my ears. I'm like, oh, I love this song. Turn it up. This wasn't the first time Diddy's sons confronted Ray J either. Let me do a TikTok dance to this. It's my favorite song. As we're told, the kids approached him several times prior to focus on the singer's comment. We're told Christian, Quincy, and Justin tried fighting Ray J on 3 separate occasions in different settings. Yo, the arrogance of these people and the fact that they think we're all so stupid. And some people were falling for this thing. Let me tell you something. I can have empathy for someone and not let shit slide. The fact that I have empathy for you and can't imagine what you're going through doesn't mean that you can use that as a shield for me to ignore what you're actually trying to protect and promote. The fact that baby love is cute as a button does not dissuade my mind that, damn, she's probably going to look really cute with bows in her hair going to visit Diddy in jail to see her daddy. The fact that she is cute as a button does not make me in any way lose shape or form of the fact of, damn, Dana, you thought you had the cheat code. You had a baby by a billionaire. And now she is the daughter of a disgraced mogul. But it's probably good for baby love, because if all these reports can be believed, we don't want what happened with the R. Kelly daughter to happen anywhere else. I'm just saying, at this point, do we really know who Diddy is? I think the courts are going to find out what's true or false. But right now, and I truly believe what the victims are saying. On top of that, right? On top of that, the calm girls, beautiful girls. I hope they grow up to become models, actresses, entertainers, neuroscientists. Chance, same with her. They can be whatever they want. Sky is the limit. And I wish the best for them. I really do. They are not accountable for the sins of their father, Chase, or the twins. However, me having empathy for them and hoping that they can be triumphant and make a beautiful life outside of their father's shadow does not dissuade the fact in any way that Diddy deserves to rot in jail. See, Diddy rotting in jail has nothing to do with those kids, has nothing to do with those girls. And that's the way it should be. My anger, dismay, disgust, right? Shock, appall at Diddy in no way transfers over to the family. That's separation. He don't got nothing to do with y'all. But if y'all keep creeping over and you keep trying to throw up a shield, well, what you want me to do? Because at the end of the day, we're going to get to him. And if you want to use yourself as a human shield, then, I mean, we got to get past the shield. Again, they are separate. They should stay out of it. But part of staying out of it is staying off of the playing field. You look at Diddy's 3 grown sons. Well, they've decided. You hear the report. We're not even through with the report. We're going to have to get through with it. They've tried to knock Ray J's head off 4 times. They want everybody to know. They did it in a parking lot where everybody was around. And on top of that, they had to let us know, and we did it 3 times before. You're not just going to be talking about our dad, baby. We're going to talk about your dad morning, noon, and night. And if Diddy is found innocent, I will be the first person to apologize. I'm not going to take I said back because, baby, I believe the victims. But I will apologize and be like, damn, guess I had it wrong. But something tells me when the federal government gets involved, baby, we don't have it wrong. Diddy's sons have chosen to go out on that football field with some trained killers. And now you want to, whenever you try to run a play and it's unsuccessful, we're innocent. Shut the F up. Either get off the playing field, right? Get off the football field and let these trained killers go to work in the form of legal justice, or come join the game. But baby, you can't join the game then every single time trying to throw up a shield of empathy. That's not how it works. I have empathy. I want the best. I hope the best. But if you keep involving yourself in this stuff, what you want us to do? What you want us to do? Do you think that we got love, empathy, or sympathy for Diddy's grown sons more than these victims? Baby, when there's literally a 10-year-old that just sued your daddy, if you don't get out of here. Anyway, let's get back into this, all right? What else is TMZ saying? TMZ is saying so much. Okay, so this is actually really disgusting. And just, God, they live in a dream world. So Chris Brown witnessed it, dragged Justin and Christian away, right? Put one underneath his arm, put the other one over his shoulder, and dragged them away. This isn't the first time. This is the 4th time. On 3 separate occasions, they tried to step to Ray J. Again, they're doing witness intimidation because everybody's seen that Ray J has been talking. And Ray J knows what happened at those Diddy parties. So now they're trying to send a message to anybody else that we see you as on site. What the hell y'all gonna do? Literally, security, police, hello? We're told Ray J has always been open to having a conversation with Diddy's sons. Because, well, who would be afraid of Diddy's sons? Though he was willing to fight the trio after they made disrespectful comments toward him. Sources say Ray J still considers Diddy and his children family, so he refused to let himself get punked by the little kids. And I know that's what Diddy's boys are even most mad about. The fact that we all look at them as jokes. You guys are the son of billionaires. Stop acting like you was raised in the street. Even Diddy was smart enough to know he needed paid thugs and hitters and shooters. Y'all really thinking because you made a few videos showing up gang signs and that you used to have your daddy's money? Because everybody knows Diddy money now is on a budget. Justin ain't paid his car note since Hannah had puppies back in December. They said, we reached out to reps for Diddy's sons, Ray J and Chris Brown, for comment. So far, there is no word back. So what y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this? I think that this is one of the most weird, laughable, disgusting, vulgar. I mean, it is what it is, right? So where are we at with this? Let me get to this because I have a few other things I want to address, right? Let's see. There's a few things I also want to address. So where are we at with this? Again, if you guys are just joining the chat, hit that like button. Diddy's sons are a roving group of idiots. They are the biggest idiots ever. They have now proven that they are firmly on their dad's side and they will do whatever they can to protect their dad, which means they will do whatever they can to protect a man who has been hit with a lawsuit saying that he literally rugged a 10-year-old by putting something in the soda and did horrible things. A 17-year-old, a 13-year-old, countless women, countless men. On top of that, you can't say this was a type of freak. You can't say that this was just consenting adults, because if it was consenting adults, he would have used blank workers. He chose to make sure. There's numerous celebrities all talking about that the Pinot Grigio Diddy hit differently. The vodkas, tonics at Diddy's house hit differently. It hit differently because it got something in it. There are numerous things, but let me just get into this. Let me read this really quick, and then we're going to go into the next segment because I have a bone to pick with the kids and also with Kimora, right? Let's see. Somebody said, hey, Tisa, Ray J is Diddy Jr. and his day is coming. Yeah, I get it, but like, I definitely, thank you, Facing Truth. I agree with you. But like I said earlier, we're not going to talk about Ray J and his culpability because this is something bigger. Diddy's sons, and if his sons are bold enough to do this in public, I would believe all his people have guaranteed he will never get out on bail. Diddy's sons are saying that they plan on using violence, threats, coercion, and intimidation to go after everybody that speaks against his dad. I mean, I know I speak against the dad. I know half of YouTube speaks against his dad. I know all of TikTok is speaking against the dad. And some of Instagram is speaking against his dad. Again, I get the fact that Ray J is no angel. I get the fact that he is talking to feds. He is cooperating. He's trying to save his own butt. We'll see how that pans out in the wash. I think the bigger issue is Diddy's RICO organization are still trying to obstruct justice even at the late stage of the game, while the head of the organization sits in jail. Now, this is my opinion. He has not been proven guilty. We will have to see what comes of it, but y'all get what I am saying. The fact it could have been anyone. The fact that it's Ray J should be an alarm bell to everyone, because Ray J has not said anything so insightful about Diddy. He literally is always defending Diddy. So the fact that this is Ray J and they're going hard like this and they're punks because he knows that Ray J ain't going to lay his hands on little kids, because that's what everybody sees them as. You're Diddy's boys, your jokes, your dad raised you soft. And by soft, I don't mean that you don't know how to fight. That doesn't make somebody soft. Once you get out of high school, who really needs to know how to fight? Like, what type of life you live in, right? We all got things to lose now. We might get expelled from college, fired. Like, who fights after high school? I'm being serious. Definitely outside of college, baby, you need to calm that down. It's my opinion. Not knowing how to fight doesn't make you soft. Not like being emotional doesn't make you soft. None of the things that people no, to me, somebody soft is you are so entitled, so bloated, so arrogant, so oblivious to the real world and your privilege that you don't realize nobody takes you seriously. You think that when you push up on people, they cower back because they're afraid of your fist of fury. But literally, they're just like, Diddy might actually send his real goons in here. So we gotta let El Chapo's son, who's 3 apples high think that we're afraid of his fist of fury. That's what makes them soft. They're delusional. They live in this dream world that Diddy built. Anyway, but you're right. If JJ is Diddy Jr., his day will come. I have no thing. But again, I'm looking at the bigger issue of the fact they had the balls to even do that. You guys, this is the way criminal organizations act. This is the way obstruction of justice happens. This is exactly what the prosecutor said why Diddy shouldn't be allowed on the street and why all his communications to all his friends, employees, and loved ones should be strictly monitored because they are out here doing this stuff and acting a fool. Donneezy TV said, shout out to Ray J for not being a Diddy advocate. Well, not too heavy on that, Donneezy, but I agree with you. Diddy realize this? Hold on a second. Hey, I'm online. Can I call you back? Okay. Sorry, I had to take that call. Anyway, Diddy realizes life is life. I'm right now. Okay, I need to be by my phone. Diddy realizes that what does he realize? So Diddy realizes that his grasp is slipping. Diddy realizes he's losing control. Diddy needs people to stay quiet. And the feds had his ticket. I'm telling you, his sons have ruined any chance of him ever getting bail. They've ruined it. And this will be brought up in the bail hearing. This will be brought up in the bail hearing. At least I think it will. Why Turner 1001 says, I'm here for the commentary. No one does it better. Oh, thank you, White Turner. I hope your Tuesday is going well. Paul Harrison. Thank you so much, Paul. Paul said, what's up, Tisa? I hope you're doing much better, Paul. As far as Diddy is concerned, his dad is now wanting him to check in, right? Like you said, Tisa, Diddy don't love anyone except Diddy. He's been given favor from his dad, Lucifer. I thought you were talking about Melvin in the sky. You said, as far as Diddy's concerned, his dad, Lucifer, is now wanting him to check in. Like you said, Tisa, Diddy don't love anyone except Diddy. He's been given favor from his dad, Lucifer. He is finished. He is finished. And a lot of people are cutting ties. But again, they've proven that he runs a criminal organization. And they've proven that they are his delusional henchmen. Now, they are saying it is Justin and Christian. We don't know what Quincy was doing. TMZ said all 3 of Diddy's sons wanted to fight. TMZ is a very Diddy-friendly outlet. I do not see them doing a hit piece on Diddy's sons. And I believe that the reason they even released this is because they were worried about the story breaking. If we know Ray J probably sold an exclusive to the Daily News or the Sun. Probably sold an excuses. Don Bazil, thank you so much, Paul, said, them boys delusional. Can't wait to hear leaked prison phone calls on this issue. Diddy said, lay low. You better lay low. Let me say this, right? I don't believe for 1 second just hear me out. I don't believe for 1 second those prison phone calls that are circulating are actually of Diddy. I don't believe for 1 second. Now, I do believe that Diddy's team probably released them or Diddy supporters did to muddy the waters because, y'all, Diddy's team is trying to say that they've gone to court up to the second appellate and it got kicked down to the district court saying that we can't get a fair trial. Diddy's in danger. He's not safe. And he's in danger and he's not safe while he's in jail. If they have proof that in a federal detention center, taped phone calls were being released to the media and first of all, the media would have picked it up. But even if they didn't, it was just on social media because we be getting stuff on social media, right? If they had proof that all this was going on, they would have bought it up and Diddy would be released from jail. Out of every bag and trick in the bag that Diddy's defense lawyer is trying to prove up, if there was actual leaked, first of all, that's a federal crime. It really is. Tasha K might be in trouble for that, for the way she leaked information about R. Kelly's phone calls. If there was an actual leaked phone call, Diddy's team would run to the court, and that would be grounds to get him released, or at the very least transferred to a different detention unit. It would be 100% grounds to be transferred to a different detention unit. The fact that they haven't brought it up, the fact that they hadn't did it, that lets me know all I need to know about that tape. That tape is not real. I will say this, in the age of information, and please, no, Diddy's team would have been on it. It's a get out of jail free card. In the age of information, there's going to be a lot of videos and even voice calls and tapes that sound just like Diddy, just like his kids. They could be real, they could be not, because things leak on social media all the time. But the fact that his team hasn't used that as a get out of jail free card, yeah, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Rox Falk said, Tisa, please look into the Demi Moore rumors. Demi Moore is another PDF file. She is another PDF file, in my opinion. What do I base my opinion on? Don't believe me. Please go look at the videos. There are videos of Demi Moore was at a rap party, a movie rap party with her co-star, who I believe was 13, 14 years old. And hold on, Demi Moore kissing boy. It was actually really disgusting to see. I'm sorry. It was a 15-year-old. She never addressed or even apologized for this. People said men aren't the only ones who are PDF files. She was photographed passionately kissing a 15. Somebody got 15 candles on their cake on 3 separate occasions through a video at minute 122, minute 149, and minute 436. In case you guys don't know what's going on, the video, I can't show it because YouTube will demonetize me, but she is passionately kissing him. She is all over this 15-year-old, and this 15-year-old doesn't know what to do. They went on to have some type of, yeah. So Demi Moore, when she heard that song Forever Young, she clearly thinks by tonguing down somebody that got 15 candles on their cake, that is the way she is going to stay forever young. So if Demi Moore is in any way mixed up with this Diddy stuff, I am not shocked. I'm not surprised. And it's very much on brand. Again, people talk trash about social media, and I get it. Social media, we be putting 20 on 10 sometimes. We be dragging people. It'd be funny, right? We try to keep it lighthearted. But at the end of the day, social media is going to bring down so many more people than anything that happened in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, or even 2010s. Nothing is a secret anymore. Everybody got camera phones. Even if they couldn't record it, they tweeted about it. They wrote about it. They sent a message about it. There's too many ways to actually go back and verify that somebody was actually telling the truth. So yeah, Demi Moore, yeah, Google it. You guys can Google it. I'll tell you the search terms. You can Google it. Just Google. Don't leave the live. Just open a new window. Google Demi Moore kissing 15-year-old, a 15-year-old. And the Independent actually has the video. If you guys know the Independent, the Independent actually has the video. Video resurfaces of Demi snogging down a 15-year-old. Reportedly shot, according to the Mail Online, they have it too. In 1982, when Demi Moore was 19, it was aired by Entertainment Tonight and centers on the 15th birthday of her General Hospital co-star, Philip Tanzanini. Posted on YouTube in 2012 and racking up over 6.5 million views, the 5-minute montage sees Demi initiate a kiss with Philip on 3 occasions. And this boy looks like he's like 11. She professes her love for him throughout the video, saying, "I love you, Philip, and he's the only one I love. I love him dearly. He's one of my most favorite people. He's truly terrific, and I really love him." While she continues to tongue him down in a whole rap party where there's like hundreds of people and photographers and news, and everybody's cheering. She also says, perhaps jokingly, that she intends to marry Philip despite being married herself at the time. She wed her first husband, Freddie Moore, when she was 17. Following the success of General Hospital, which still runs today with new cast members, Demi went on to enjoy a long and high profile career, while Philip never found fame. Today, providing voiceover work for TV shows and commercials. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, what it is. If you guys want to turn your attention to the screen right there, this is stills taken. There is little Philip right there. You guys see how old he looks? He looks, yeah. Again, Diddy's not the only one, but we gonna find every single one. Okay. But yeah, I could have done a deep dive into Demi Moore. I've been known Demi's tea. Me Jay said, well, I guess they're recycling all the plastic. I guess they are. I guess they are. I guess there are. Listen, also, you right, Mel, me Jay. Facing Truth said Diddy's grown kids will be right beside him. It's only a matter of time. It is, but they better look at the Mendes brothers. They ain't gonna be right behind them. They're gonna be in north, south, east, and west federal penitentiaries, because the Menendez brothers proved they don't, when they want to be mean, they don't put you in jail with your people. Dawn, what's up, Dom? Dawn Bazili said, Tisa, what's your thoughts on the rumors of Ava's disappearance and her dad looking for her? You think she's working with the feds? Let me tell you something. The Ava Baroni thing is still really, really weird. I don't know what to think of anything, but when I first saw it, my first reaction was, Diddy's just putting 20 on 10. I thought it was a weird dominance thing. Ava's mother is very beautiful, and she hung around Diddy and the crew a lot. You know the way Diddy loves taking the dad role to other people's kids. But as things progressed, and TMZ and a lot of Diddy outlets were like, oh my God, like, what's the big deal? We spoke to Ava's parents and they said, And I said, but if that's the case, how come nobody knows the parents' names? How come they're giving statements, but nobody said? They said, oh, Ava's mom was on board, but her dad didn't say anything. And where's the pictures of Ava? Right? The fact that Ava's new pictures. Also, the fact that they kept saying Ava Baroni, but Ava's parents never came out and gave their names. I thought that was weird. If your child's name was splashed all over the news, wouldn't you come out and be like, hi, I am Tisa Baroni. Hi, I am blah, blah, blah Baroni. You would come out and you would take some of that deflection. But our parents never came out and took deflection. They just stayed in the shadows saying we talked to TMZ said that they talked to parents, but nobody else, not the Mail Online, not the Sun, not the National Enquirer, not any of the people that actually tracked down the gossip stories. None of them were able to actually locate any of the parents. I said, that's super weird, right? And then now that we see all these lawsuits coming out, the fact that we see all these lawsuits coming out with people that were younger than Ava was in that video makes me think, yeah, it gives me a very sick feeling. And the fact that before I looked at it like, oh my God, all Diddy's kids are around, ain't nothing going to happen. But then Tania from the Soft White Underbelly, and I do believe her, said that Diddy got his boys, his sons, scouting. And here's the thing that's actually really even more sad. Tania said this happened like years ago, right? I think maybe even close to a decade ago, at the very least 6 or 7 years ago. How old was Christian then? How old was Justin? How old was Quincy? You had at that time, we could probably consider them kids going around, bringing you people, seeing the way you roll, and you had them looking out for you, working for you. So now when I see his sons standing around, I don't look at that as protection anymore, because did he act up in front of his kids? Absolutely. He trained his kids on what to do when he act up. You know what I'm saying? That's my thoughts on Ava's disappearance. And I don't know if her dad is looking for her. I do know that if that was her actual dad, the Daily Mail, the Sun, and Radar Online, and all these people would have interviews with him. That would just go like this has been one of the biggest mysteries of the Diddy trial. Where is Ava? And no matter what answers we get, they don't make sense, right? Do I think she's working with the feds? I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. People go missing all the time. Children go missing all the time. And a lot of times, the more money somebody has in the house, the easier it is for them to go missing. So I'll tell you what, I certainly do hope so. Where the People Meet TV said, is it too late for Justin to get back into Harvard? I mean, didn't he drop out of UCLA? Did he even graduate UCLA? I mean, I guess not, but would Harvard take? Before Justin was a legacy admission because he was Sean Diddy Combs' son, one of the most popular Black billionaires in the country. Would they even want him now? Do you want Diddy coming to visit? Because that's what colleges think of. Before it was a plus. Yo, Sean Diddy Combs was at Parent Teacher Day. Sean Diddy Combs was at Spirit Day. Sean Diddy Combs was at graduation. Yo, maybe Sean Diddy Combs can speak. Do they even want Diddy on campus going to visit Justin, recruiting for new recruits? Do they want Diddy inviting people back to his hotel? Asking people, are they thirsty, and snapping his fingers so KK can run over? What you want? Welch's grape? You want Sunkist? You want a Hawaiian punch soda? Yo, KK, bring them the Diddy special. Do you want him on campus? Do you want him mixing up? Do you want him at commencement? Do you want him at graduation? Do you want him at parent day? Do you? I wouldn't. So could Justin get back into Harvard? Maybe, but I don't think Harvard wants that smut. And I don't think Diddy has enough money now to buy his way into Harvard. Hear me out. I believe Harvard has one of the biggest endowments by alumni in the world. It might have been moved up by Stanford because Stanford has tech money. MIT has tech money. So they might have been outpaced, but at a certain point, they were super, super powerful. They have kings and queens and foreign presidents and governors in America giving buku money. Diddy got 50 million left to his name, which seems like a lot, but baby, his legal defense is burning through it. And even if he goes to trial for 3 years, the federal government got more. They gonna burn through that money too. Diddy's not giving 10 million out of his last 40 in order for Justin to buy a library and in order for Justin to get into Harvard. I'm just saying, Justin cannot say that he is a son of a nouveau rich oligarch anymore at all. He is the son of a disgraced Chirac Instagram baddie named Diddy, you know? So again, I'm not going to say that anything is off the table in Justin's life. Again, if he works hard in his own merit, you can get what you want. I'm not saying that because your dad goes broke, your life is over. Please don't misunderstand me. I am saying that if he plans any connections he had that were directly tied to his father, it's over now. So can he get back in? Maybe, but he's going to have to do it on his own merit, you know? And he's going to have to climb uphill around the Harvard people that don't want Justin in and his problems, and by problems I mean his daddy, like doing anything. Hold on, y'all. I have one more thing I want to actually say. Hold on. Yeah, no. Let's get an update. Hold on, we're getting an update on the fight. I'm texting people out in LA, seeing if anybody knows anything about it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, everybody's saying the same thing. It was definitely a fight. They were trying to intimidate him. Ray J, they said at the party, was not trying to have any problems. They said that Ray J looked like he was a little lifted. He looked like he was enjoying everything. Amber Rose too. They said they were stumbling out, having a good time. There, people are saying, I'll read your text. Yo, Ray J was super chill. He literally was just vibing. It was a really nice time and a really nice party. Diddy's sons was on some BS. It looked like during the party, they kept trying to mean mug Ray J and see what was up. But Ray J wasn't paying it any mind, probably because the party was too crowded and everybody looks at Justin and Christian, especially, like they are jokes. Not too heavy on Quincy being involved, but you know how it is. When family's up, everybody got to toe the line. It looks like Quincy was just trying to toe the line, but his heart wasn't in it. Christian and Justin, Christian especially, was looking for it. They said that when they approached, the party was not over. Everybody was just getting out. They actually had to speed up um, to catch up to Ray J. Amber Rose looked nervous. Ray J looked shocked. But this is an interesting one. They said that Amber Rose looked nervous. Ray J looked shocked. They said they felt like it was it from this is another person's thing. They said from my angle, TT, from my angle, they didn't really want smoke. I assume she's talking about Diddy's boys. One of the reasons things got so heated and escalated was Diddy's sons rolled up on Ray J and started barking at him. Ray J actually treated them like they were a joke. First, he looked confused. Then he looked like he wanted to laugh. Then, when they started getting mad, disrespectful, that smile left Ray J's face, and Ray J started yelling about, yo, you not gonna impress me and whatnot. That's when they started bumping chests. But the bumping chest, they're saying that Ray J was daring them to throw a punch. Ray J was the one daring them to do something. For all the talk and all the yelling and all the commotion, Diddy's kids wouldn't pick up for the whole punch. I think they were just trying to punk Ray J and send a message. I don't know what that is. All right. Another person is talking, also saying that Ray J looked at it as a joke, and that's probably what enraged them, and it got escalated because they were trying to punk Ray J out in the parking lot for everybody, and Ray J was like, okay, until they got a little bit too disrespectful. They said Chris Brown did rush out of his car to stop. But they said from their angle, Chris Brown might have been saving Christian and the little one. I assume she's talking about Justin, the little one, from actually getting hurt. What else do we have? It was Tara Electra's. She has an Unruly agency, Halloween Bash, right? On top of that, they said that Ray J's manager, David Weintraub, but they assume that's Ray J's manager, was also super, super upset. They said it was really, another person said it was the weirdest scene ever. You got these three trust fund kids really, really trying to make somebody bow down to them, and it just seemed surreal. Another person actually texted me and said, I think it's weird that they're not worried about the effects this is going to have on their father's case. They said, another person texted me and said, yo, I don't know what to tell you, except for the fact is Diddy's legal strategy just pure chaos? It doesn't make any sense. Why would they do this? And they also said that they don't think, when I was like, yo, you think that they were like on something? They said they don't think that they were on anything. It seemed like that they stayed the whole time at the party, and there was some weird tension, and they said that they followed Ray J out on a mission the whole night. They were trying to get some motion going with Ray J, but Ray J either didn't notice or didn't care. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. This is amazing. Hold on, let me just text one more person just to see what their take is of that. And I'm trying to get as many people that were either at the bash or knew somebody at the bash to actually get. Again, these are eyewitnesses accounts all saying that it is what it is. Oh, thank you, girl. Okay. Okay, hold on really quick. I'm just checking. One more second. Oof. Hold on. Ah, hold on. Let me turn my ringer off. Y'all see it every time I'm getting an update. Hold on really quick. Y'all don't gotta go anywhere. I'm getting the latest news. I wonder, Ray J is probably gonna sell this story to the Daily Mail. We're gonna get all the details. I want to see Ray J. I know Ray J is probably Diddy Jr., but I want to see Ray J and Orlando Jones and what's the other one? That guy with the big eyes. I forget his name. I love his podcast. I want to see them sit down and discuss this mess between the three of them. Um, listen, DeMarco on Twitter said, I know the media isn't going to talk about this, but Chris Brown really had to stop Diddy's kids from putting hands on Ray J at a party. Somebody said, Kel said, like, do you understand how wild you have to be to have Ray J at a loss for words? Yo, Cowboy Diva said Ray J needed his ASS whooped since Whitney passed. Y'all, this is so embarrassing. What? This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. I just don't. Ugh. Let me get to my point, right? Because let me get to my point. For one, oh, Robin Dorita. Robin, thank you so much for the super sticker. Also, Facing Truth said, them boys are spiraling. They're acting just like their diabolical dad. The feds are sitting back, taking names and checking off. They are acting, but this is what I want everybody to. I agree with you so much, Facing Truth, but this is what I want everybody. And thank you, Facing Truth, for being a member for 4 months. I appreciate you, Mama. This is what I want everybody to realize. You can give empathy without letting it slide. You can say, I still want the best for you while also holding people accountable. Diddy is banking on our sympathy. First, they tried the black man stuff. We ain't care. Then it moved over to, oh, but baby love. And we're like, we don't care. Honestly, Diddy, you were so busy throwing freak offs and high off of that Tucci. How much of a father could you have been? Literally, baby love was probably sitting there watching like Miss whatever, Mrs. Rachel or whatever her name is with her daddy, while Diddy is just like zoning out, like beatboxing to Barney, talking about, I like that. I like that. Literally, and Baby Love is probably like, Dad. Literally, it's good. A Tucci, ADDICT, according to Diddy's lawyers and the people, isn't around that baby. Go dry out. Then when that didn't work, you tried the sympathy. Janice Combs tried it out there with her platinum wig of the month, right? And no shade, y'all know I love a good bust down. If y'all ever see my hair silky straight, y'all already know it's a wig because mama ain't combing her hair and I'm not pressing it out either. No, right? But the whole point of the matter is Janice comes out, tries to be like, my son. And we were like, boo, we don't care. Yeah, you're sick and you hope you live. Go take your blood pressure medicine and sit down, Janice. Stay out of this. We're trying to be respectful, Miss Combs. Stay out of this matter. Janice sat down because that didn't work. Then Quincy came with the love, Daddy, we missed you, and said that he's going to do, because the reality show that got canceled, he's going to release his own reality show, I guess on Instagram or Snapchat or YouTube or TikTok. But the fact that he even panned the camera and had Diddy in there, let me know. So your daddy still got a hold on you, because why, when you're trying to solidify your future outside your father, which any kid has to do, why are you still showing him Cole's family vacation and you pan and you see Diddy going out? So that's saying that he has such a stranglehold on you that you're like, even for your own project, I got to put dad in it because if I don't, dad's going to be mad. Dad's going to feel bad. And when that didn't work and it fell flat, then Kimora came in like she did in last time when the stuff first came out and she was showing cute pictures of baby love. Remember after the raid, she was showing cute pictures of Quincy and all them playing with baby love. Okay, right? Weird timing. And then you want to show the girls looking beautiful at their homecoming, which they did, and living their best lives. But I found that so disrespectful to the victims. A 10-year-old boy just came out and said crazy stuff happened. Even if it's not true, it's still triggering to the people that it might have happened to. I believe it. But there's still other people that, for what they read, that was a very real thing. You literally wanted to do an image rehab. The girls are always doing stuff. They're always looking beautiful. Love the fact that they strategically timed it to pull focus from the worst of Diddy's accusations, just like they strategically um, timed their prom after the raid to show the way that the worst is a 10-year-old. This is the worst accusation Diddy's had to face. Now all of a sudden, y'all want us to see your dates and doing this, and you're going out the show, and you're going to show a ceremony where the cheerleading squad got something, but the cheerleading squad been doing things, and they've been at school, and they've been doing this, and they've been doing that. So why weren't you showing it before? Well, because it's strategic. It's strategic. You are trying to make us feed into the Combs fantasy of like, look at this perfect family and look how beautiful they are, nice they are, and cool they are, and funny they are, and oh my God, da, da, da. So we won't look at Diddy, but we can acknowledge the fact that Diddy's kids have a lot of gifts. But also your dad is a piece of shit and he needs to go to jail. And it don't matter how much interference y'all run. That was, is, always, and remain. Let's get into this, all right? There we see Tigger. Anytime you see Tigger, something diabolical is about to happen. Remember when Tigger, Travis Scott, or is it Tyga? Who doesn't matter? Got Eeyore, Winnie the Pooh got into that fight over in Paris. They was like, who let these people in? Oh, that's is that Mario? I want to make love in this club. In this club. Is that Mario? I used to be a big Mario fan. Let's keep going. There go Chris Brown. I will say one thing about Chris Brown. It's because he is tall and his face card doesn't decline that he's allowed to get away with so much, even though he might have actually turned over a new leaf because he diffused the situation. So I don't know what's going on. This is a bevy of beauties. I do not know their names, but they are all very beautiful. The Unruly agency, Halloween. Here's what I want to know. You got Tyga, Chris Brown, Ray J, and who else at your party? What type of agency you running? I just want to know. It's an influencer agency, Unruly. I guess. Well, I forget his name, but okay, but whatever. Let me stop. She probably built up a marketing thing and used her strategies of knowing a bunch of influencers to band together and make something, because I'm sick of people every time I see a bunch of pretty girls thinking that they want them to buy trick and stuff. I take that joke back. It wasn't funny. It wasn't about her agency. It was more about the men that were invited, because a beautiful woman, no matter what, can build something and not be on some weirdo mess. Okay. So she has an agency. Oh, really quick, you guys. Election day, Jokes and Jams, 107.1 FM, 1400 AM. I am going to be joining host Spank E, Mahogany, Hype Panda, and Wildcat. We're also going to have Melissa Morgan is going to be joining us, Lifetime Achievement Award winner. Make sure you join us on Vegas premiere morning show. You can listen. It's going to be, I think, 7 to 8 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. Y'all can listen while you're getting dressed to go vote. Make sure y'all vote. I don't care who y'all vote for. Just please make sure y'all vote. Make your voices heard. All right. Make your voices heard. Okay. So case in point, this is what I wanted to actually bring up, right? Quincy. This same man that was trying to roll on Ray J, because Ray J is the first of Diddy's close associates that have really started talking. He's answering every question the feds knows. He's not keeping anything a secret. He is doing the damn thing. Quincy posted, this past month has devastated our family. Also, you guys hit the like button. And don't worry, I know your girl's been gone for a minute. Life was lifing, but I'm back and I'm going to be covering this Diddy stuff. This is actually going to be a heavy upload day. And yeah, your girl's back. You can start checking my channel again because I will be posting regularly. I always post regularly, but I took 2 days just to 2.5 days just to deal with life. And I really missed you guys. So I am back. Quincy said this past month has devastated our family. And also I've been working 365 days straight. I know some of y'all don't care if you're new to the channel. Hi, my name is Tisa and Gucci think I love them. I took 2.5 days off over 365 days. It's not bad, but your girl's back. The past month has devastated our family. Many have judged both him and us based on accusations. Ooh. Quincy, you might want to delete this. Many have judged both him and us based on accusations, actions, videotapes, and TMZ reports. Many have judged both him and us based on accusations. Again, when I first read this, I thought it was really, really odd that Quincy would even want to group himself. Again, they are throwing shield over their father. They are throwing cover. I kind of feel like you have safe passage. Go. But if you stay here, you're going to have to deal with whatever smoke your dad gets. And Quincy's chosen to stay here. Many have judged both him and us based on accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives that have spiraled into absurdity on social media. I don't think there's anything more absurd on social media than the truth written in a federal indictment, the truth written in the Tyrone Blackburn, Douglas Wigdor, and also Tony Busby lawsuits. And Ariel Winter, is that her name? The other attorney. I don't think that there's any at all. I don't think that there's anything more absurd than the truth of what they wrote in those lawsuits. Because for what anybody said, nobody on social media was talking about that 10-year-old stuff. Nobody was talking about on an audition putting something in somebody's Welch's grape soda when they don't even got 10 candles on their birthday cake. Again, but let's continue. We stand united, supporting you every step of the way. So Quincy is letting us know that the family stands united in supporting and protecting Diddy every step of the way. We hold on to the truth. You don't know the truth. Shut up. And you had the truth. You wouldn't be out in the parking lots trying to scrap a Ray J. That's not the way people that got the truth act. The people that got the truth take the evidence to their lawyers. You know right now that Diddy can move for a summary motion to dismiss. You know that, right? He can go into a lot of these lawsuits and ask for a summary motion to dismiss, saying this is not based on anything factual, and here's the proof. The fact that he will not even sign a sworn declaration, an affidavit, or make a deposition wherever he is in the case to actually say these are lies, I did not do any of this, says a lot. I think he hasn't because he can't. Anyway, they stand united. They're supporting him every step of the way. We hold onto the truth, knowing it will prevail and nothing will break the strength of our family. Ain't nobody trying to break the strength of your family. You can love your daddy from in jail. That's also one thing with Diddy's kids that are really, his grown sons that are really bothering me, right? Nobody is trying to break your family up. Support your daddy. Love your daddy. Ride out for your daddy. Think your daddy got a false deal. Do everything you want. What does it have to do with your daddy being held accountable and going to jail? The fact that they're trying to break us up. No, you can love your daddy. You can be your daddy's biggest cheerleader. I will roll my eyes. I will probably have a live and drag what you're saying, but nobody cares whether you still love your daddy or not. I don't care if y'all love him and y'all start an innocence project to get this mofo out of jail. Do what you got to do, just like the feds and we as the public are going to do what we got to do. Ain't no hard feelings. Do what you got to do. We miss you and love you, Dad. Listen, nothing will break the. I do find it odd that the picture he put up, where's Sarah? Where's Misa? I do believe Dana Tran is the new Kim Porter. Now, wouldn't it be funny if I do believe Dana Tran is the new Kim Porter. Right? She cool with his alternative lifestyle, got the baby, this and that, blah, blah, blah. He knew that he couldn't just have a bunch of kids with no moms. But you see, Sarah Chapman had enough sense to be like, no. You see that Misa had enough sense to be like, nope. But that's their family, minus Sarah and Misa. Where else, right? Let's go. Oh, Dawn Bazil said, come on, y'all. 5K watching and the math ain't matching. Give your girl her flowers. Hit the like button. Can y'all hit the like notifications? Y'all know the deal. It's YouTube, baby. But this is going to help me grow, and your girl's back. I'm actually going to get off in a little while just so I can film some more stuff. Facing Truth said, I'm sick of Janice and them plastic wigs and horrible outfits. She reminded me of the prostitute from the movie Car Wash at his latest court appearance. Now, listen, Facing Truth, that was a drag. And listen, Listen, ain't nothing wrong with wearing a wig. If y'all see me with my straight hair straight, or if I'm sitting on my hair on my butt, y'all know that it is a 30-inch bust down. Yes, um, Janice at times appears to not read the first half of the shake and go wig. She just goes when it needs a good shake. But baby, have we not all walked around for crunchy wig every now and then? My issue, to your point, is with Janice. They want Diddy's kids and sons and Janice and his enablers want everybody to love Diddy more than they love themselves. Because at the end of the day, our children, aunts, sister, brothers, sisters, nieces, whatever, they don't count. The only thing that counts are how Diddy's children feels. And we are supposed to feel sorry for them and give them grace, which agree, they do need grace, but they in turn want to be able to use that grace to rehab their daddy's image. And then we just got to stick it to that. Anyway, Christian Combs posted a clip to his Instagram Friday night showing the crowd cheering for the cheerleading squad receiving some sort of honor on the film. Again, they released this strategically. They've been doing cheer stuff. They could have supported, they released. Then Kimora, because Kimora knows about Russell and she's seen the inside of Diddy. Diddy tried to Diddy her while she was pregnant. Again, these are her words, not mine. Then they wanted to show a picture of the girls looking beautiful at homecoming. Again, Ming Lee, Christian, Christian got an open case right now. Let me just say this, right? I do think there's something very vulgar, tacky, and tone deaf that in the face of all these accusations, now you guys want to come out when the 10-year-old child's thing dropped to live your life and show. Again, it's all image rehab. I don't blame them for trying, but it's not going to work. Diddy's cute kids are not going to save him from anything. Again, there go the brothers Grimm. These are the same people hugging up to their beautiful sisters, the same people that tried to jump Ray J because they're sick of people telling the truth about their father, and they want Ray J to stop talking. And because a lot of people know that Ray J is actively cooperating with the feds, any questions that the feds have, Ray J will answer no matter what, and he'll answer truthfully. Now they want all this mess with the girls to actually go away. Going into this also, again, it is what it is. There's Kimora. Kimora will run some interference for a troublesome man. She was besties with Mayor Eric Adams. She ran interference for Russell Simmons for how many years? She looked the other way with Diddy, Kim Porter, and whatever. She might have had her reasons. I'm the outside looking in. Kimora seems like a very loving mother, but that does not take away from the fact that she picked her team a long time ago. On top of that, her husband, Tim Weissman or Lehman, whatever he is currently a federal witness because he stole billions of dollars from the sovereign country of Malaysia. If there is a criminal, a crook, a deviant, Kimora seems to be very, very comfortable around them. But hey, that's just me. Keep your kids safe. You need to make sure Aoki and Ming don't meet somebody like their daddy, like their uncle Diddy, like your current husband, or like your bestie, Mayor Eric Adams. Oddly enough, well, you know what? Let me stop. Again, this is the man that Quincy wants to defend. Here's Ashton, literally, and Diddy, that's the 12-year-old who actually come party with him.
Hey, oh my
When
gosh.
Ashton Kutcher hugged her, Ashton Kutcher is a fucking weirdo. He had to pull her whatever up. Again, this is the man that everybody defended. This is the man that they stand united together as a family. And again, we should be united as a family. See, Quincy's job, Christian jobs, Justin's job, the girl's job, and the is to protect their family, which is their culture, which is their system. They're doing their job. They're protecting the system that sustains them. The government's job and the public's job is to look past that and protect society, because society is the system that maintains us. And Diddy's team, children, enablers, they have a very hard time understanding, or maybe they do understand and they're trying to trick us. They have a very hard time understanding that in order for our system that sustains and protects us, which is a society free of predators, to actually exist, their system must be dismantled by taking the snake's head off, and that snake's head is
oh my gosh,
the
this
name
so
is
rocks.
Diddy. Okay,
I just want to
that's
say,
what they don't understand. Again,
So good. You're
it
doing so
is
good.
we are. Look
I
at
just want to
them
say,
loving and touching. Why? They're
everyone
all.
will suffer.
They all are what they are,
Hey,
right?
50
They all are what they are. And look at them fighting. Wow,
I
they're
won the
caring. This is Diddy asking, did she want to
really
come
worried.
to the party?
Come to the after party tonight.
Now, listen, I don't want to play assumption, but after that 10-year-old boy, we have to talk. Look at Farnsworth Bentley's face when Diddy walks up to this girl. I did a screenshot. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look how worried he is. Look at his face. He comes
Really
up.
worried.
Come to the after party tonight. Yeah.
Farnsworth is nervous. All the time. Who even jokes around like that? Last thing I want to leave you guys with, I think Diddy's always been on this. I think Bad Boy's always been on this. I just want to so do you remember 90s and OOOs? She put Diddy is really sick and weird for this. This is Face I Remember video. Do y'all remember the little dancers? What they were wearing, the way they were dancing? Now I know now because twerking and stuff is in. So you guys are like, yawn, Tisa, stop. But back then, this was the equivalent of having little kids twerking. I looked at the blog articles. This was considered super, super risky. And these kids were dancing super, super grown. And it was so unnecessary. To I remember the way you used to love me. It was just weird. It was weird. This is a dynasty that Quincy is defending, that Justin is defending, that Christian is defending, that Kimora is running on. And again, I don't mean to focus on Kimora Lee because there's a million other people outside of Kimora Lee that is doing the same exact thing. Maybe they're doing it unknowingly, maybe not. But at the end of the day, this is the legacy. This is what Bad Boy will always be remembered as. Because, baby, fruits of a poison tree. Listen, it's disgusting. It was hella weird, but it is what it is. So again, Diddy's loved ones and team are doing what they're supposed to do. They're doing everything they can to protect the system that sustains them. As society, we are going to sit there and support the government. If we know anything, we're going to say something, we're going to call, and we're going to support the system that sustains us, which is a society devoid of people that are into this, right? It is what it is. Listen. It is what it is. Trishawn, what's up, Trishawn? Trishawn said these clowns can try to do whatever the F they want, but nobody, and I mean nobody's gonna stop me from supporting my sister Tisa. P.S. That clip wasn't creepy at all. Exactly. Let me tell y'all something. This is the last thing I want to say. I do not believe that anybody should be harassing Diddy's children. I think that we should look at them with empathy, and with understanding and give them grace. However, that said, giving them empathy, sympathy, grace, whatever they ask for, does not mean in any way that we will not hold Diddy accountable and anybody that helped him accountable for what they did. And yes, it's a criminal court, but also in the court of public opinion. No, I don't care if dressing up little kids like this isn't a crime. I'm still going to look at you really, really weird for doing it. That's all I'm saying, right? Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.